Come on, man. This guy right here is an inspiration on so many levels. To me, Heather B, he represents who we've been as a community throughout the centuries.
Yes, yes.
A creative individual. He created something that was very unique. And what it appeared to be on the surface turned out it became a whole lot as he began to make impact in his journeys. I discovered him on TikTok and social media. And here I saw this young man with these beautiful locks going from city to city and giving people acknowledgement, giving people exposure that otherwise wouldn't get it. He got over 17 million followers in his social media. And for a mom and pop store, it's amazing to have somebody come in there on their own energy and give you the type of review where people really trust his word.
Yeah.
Because he's been honest throughout the whole time. Sometimes it's hard to swallow that truth pill. But the thing is, he stayed consistent with it. And now when you look at it, he's been named Creator of the Year at the inaugural U.S. TikTok Awards in 2025 for his impactful content and his community influence. He's known for going to local eateries, small independent mom and pop stores and giving them light. He featured partnerships with major companies like Microsoft's Copilot program. And this all started with simply from TikTok videos. And he studies martial arts. He's an MMA mixed martial art artist. And we've had nothing but the best on our show. In the past, I came up in the game with Kim Shamrock.
God is amazing.
Okay, come on,
It's
back
honored
in
to be
some
here,
man. We
man.
got the one and only Keith Lee is here, man. Give it up for Keith. Keith Lee.
Yeah, the dream come true, man. I'm happy to be here.
Man, I mean,
Honored.
dream come true, man.
Absolutely.
Bro, you're from Detroit.
Born and raised.
What up, though?
Yeah. Man, you grow up watching Sway. You grow up thinking of being in this chair. I never thought that eating food would bring me here, but God don't make no mistakes. Me and Heather talked about it earlier. I think I'm everywhere I'm supposed to be at when I'm supposed to be there.
Really?
I'm honored to be here. Absolutely.
Well, now you know. Do you dream differently now?
I do.
That you've been walking in your dreams?
Absolutely.
How so?
I've always dreamed to do things. I had no idea what path I was going to get there on. I always knew I was going to do something. I just had no idea how I was going to get there. And I just thank God for every path of the journey that I'm on. It's never going to look how you think it's going to look, but as long as it looks some way, that's a blessing.
What do you say to the kid right now? Because you did it by reviewing music and tasting and eating food.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Who would have thought that it would have grown to be so big? Now you got a lot of kids in their homes right now that's thinking about their dreams. What advice would you give them?
So I have a tattoo on my chest that I live by. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. And I truly believe that. I feel like if you don't start, you'll never know how you're going to finish. And as long as you begin it, even if it look like it's not something that you're supposed to do or you don't know where it's going to take you, God don't make no mistakes. You're going to be exactly where you're supposed to be at, how you're supposed to be there, when you're supposed to be there. I've been a professional fighter for 10 years, and I thought my entire life I was just going to be that. So to sit here based off of what I feel like I was called to do, which is eat food and be a marketing platform for restaurants that are around the country that have great food, great customer service, but they may need the marketing. We did it for absolutely free. And I believe if you do what you feel like you're called to do, you're going to be where you're supposed to be at.
Keith Lee is here, man. We're celebrating Keith Lee's Family Day.
Yeah.
It's a festival that celebrates food, culture, and small businesses. May 16th, Heather B.
In New Orleans.
I'm
In
so
New Orleans.
excited. When I tell y'all this is the dopest thing that we've done so far, I've been in this space for 4 years, and I haven't put out anything, any product. I tried merch once, and I got in my own head and got in my own way. This is the first thing that I've actually put out that people can actually come and experience. It's not a money grab. It's not something that we just did quick. It's something that we've been working on for a year and a half, and it's something that I really put a lot of effort and my all into, because I value any single dollar that people was willing to spend with us.
Yeah.
I don't take that lightly. When people are willing to go try any food that we've ever tried, I take that to heart, and this is one of those examples. It's a food, music, family festival. I think this festival is different than any festival that ever existed. We have an obstacle course where my family is competing against other families.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And we are doing it where we have music for every different generation. So we got Gracie Corners for the kids. We got Kirk Franklin.
Oh,
We got music from New Orleans legends like Manny Fresh. We got Hot SZA. We got Lareezy, who's a young artist from New Orleans.
Oh, he's been up here. He's been up
Lareezy.
here. You know, spit them bars up here. Come on, Keith, don't do that.
I feel like you can't. Y'all so tapped into the culture. I feel like you can't not tap into a culture when you go to a new city.
Yeah.
And we go into a city not like New Orleans. Even though I'm not from there, I feel like I'm from there. Like, it's one of those places, like, if you've been there, you feel like you cousins.
Absolutely.
So it's like, it's a traveling festival. It's inaugural. This is the first year. New Orleans was the first stop because this was the very first place that we went to food tour outside of Vegas. And to this day, it's still my number one. I love New Orleans to death, from the culture to the people. And I appreciate every single person on this journey with us. And I feel like it's something I live by. The same people that you see on the way up is the same people you see on the way down. They either going to pull you down or they going to help you get back up if you're falling. And these people are the people that I started with. This is the very first place that I ever traveled to. And I'm honored to go back and bring something to the community.
Keith Lee, man. Listen,
Beautiful.
get those tickets. The tickets for FamilyDay.com. You could go to FamilyDay.com, FamileeeDay.com.
Man, it's so good to have you here, Keith.
Likewise,
man. And thank you for sharing. We did have a conversation while the music was playing, because Sway and I actually celebrating 1 year being out here in a couple of days. And Torch, our producer, our super producer extraordinaire back in New York, was the first person to tell me about you. And it was like, yo, HB, you need to follow Keith Lee. And I was like, who's Keith Lee? And he broke it all down. And ended up out here a couple of years later. And I'm at this same event, Sway, thrown by Macro, where I met Lanny Smith, who owns Actively Black. Who owns Actively Black. And this beautiful, young, spirited brother comes walking by, and I'm like, I know you. Like, I know you. And we just started laughing and hugging like we were cousins.
I said, what's up, Wati?
For real. Like, he was like, what's up? I'm like, you need to be on the show. You need to be on Sway in the Morning. Take my number. And we exchanged numbers.
Absolutely.
And you just felt that kinship there. And I never forgot your energy. And I want to say to people out there, because you said, what would you say to a young person? I think when you're out and about, you need to have a certain energy about you, you know, a certain amount of humility, you know, and be willing to exchange, because to your point, you never know what it may lead to. You know, he could have been a certain kind of way. I could have been a certain kind of way. And although this took a year to actually have you here, because we would text each other, I'm like, where are you? Where are you? You know, it ended up happening out here, you know, almost a year later to the date, you know. So thank you, and God bless you and your family and everything that what you're doing, because food also brings people together. And so I think it's beautiful that you did this.
I believe in gratitude. I walk in gratitude. I walk in thankfulness. I wouldn't be here without Jesus. I wouldn't be here without God.
Amen.
And I feel like if I don't appreciate every moment that He's allowed me to be in, then I'm taking it for granted. In that moment, I was truly appreciative to meet you. And I'm truly appreciative to be here, man. And it's not from an opportunity perspective. It's not from a. It is Sway, but for me, it's the fact that I'm able to walk in my purpose, and I'm able to walk in what I feel like I'm called to do. And this is just a testament of that. And Family Day, I would love for y'all to be there.
Yeah,
I think
that's May 16th?
Yeah,
May 16th. How do I know that date, though? Did
May
somebody
16th, is something happening? We don't know.
It's graduation season.
Raheem Devon, I feel like, invited us to his show May 15th.
The day
Well,
before.
we could do both.
We could do both. All
We
right,
could do
you
both.
gotta,
I'm trying to do that. If
Yeah.
we're gonna say it on the air, we got to do it.
we got to
Please,
do it. Yeah, let's make
wanna
this
do
happen.
it?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
please.
let's go to
I would
New
love for
Orleans.
y'all to
What?
Okay.
I would love
All
I
right.
mean, Kurt
All right,
Franklin,
we'll show up. We're there.
Lareezy, that's family.
We're there.
It's literally just a family reunion. So everybody that I'm inviting is people that I truly can see being family, people
Yeah.
that I can see just walking around. I don't want nobody that's going to be under security, not enjoying it, standing on a different side. I'm walking around with my family. I'm walking around with my kids. I'm
Yes.
walking around with all of my cousins, and we literally just going to go and enjoy. I want this to be a family reunion style, old school, welcome home, Roscoe Jenkins.
Yes.
Like
There you go.
real 90s inspired, real old school.
I like that, man.
Yeah.
What's up, cousin?
What's
I'm
up,
just gonna walk
cousin?
up to strangers,
That's
just
exactly
say, "What
how I
up,
wanted
cousin?"
to feel, man.
Sway gonna have a microphone and getting dropped.
No,
to
I'm
Sway in the
not.
morning. Yes, he
Oh,
is.
yeah,
That's
I'm
gonna
sorry.
Kurt gonna be there. That's
I'm
his
sorry.
bro.
I'm sorry.
I'm already knowing. I'm already knowing.
What
as
I-
long as you enjoy it, that's all that
Yeah.
matters.
Absolutely. What I admire about you is we've seen a lot of your success.
Thank you.
Right, and we've seen what happens on the surface, but we don't always know what happens behind the scenes. And to hear your story, some of the challenges you've had, I know that you've learned that they're not unique to you.
Absolutely.
Right? And so for you to be so transparent about some of the past things, maybe even current depression, thinking suicide,
Absolutely.
all of these challenges that you faced, to watch you walk through those challenges, navigate them, accept them, embrace them, then rewire them. But the fact that you share it, you are healing a whole lot of folks who don't have a platform.
You got to.
They don't have a voice, right? Was that always in you to do, or once you start doing it, was it the reaction that kept you going?
It's a testimony. So I feel like when you go through things, I never go through anything. I grow through stuff.
Grow through things.
And God allows me to be in those positions to not only give him the glory and show is real. And because without him, it wouldn't be possible.
Yeah.
There's no way that you could convince me that at 17, I was on the verge of suicide to the point where I attempted it. And I dealt with seasonal depression. I still deal with seasonal depression to this day. I started recording myself on TikTok because I have anxiety, and I was trying to get comfortable in front of a camera so I can do fight interviews. And it took me away from fighting, and it took me to a space where now I'm on camera 24/7. You can't tell me that's not God.
Yeah.
Right.
Because if I had any control over it, I still would be professionally fighting right now. And this space that I'm in literally is a result of me releasing control and allowing things to happen the way they're supposed to. And again, if it was up to me, I wouldn't be here.
Right.
I would try to get here, but I think when you try, that's when you get into the divine space and you mess up, because our human brains want us to do certain things, but spiritually and what God has put us to do is completely different than what we think we want to do. And I believe if we speaking to kids, we speaking to youth, I'm speaking to myself, continue to do what you feel like you called to do. It's easier said than done. But again, it's a testimony. And that's why I always shout it from the rooftops of that I am a kid who has anxiety. I am a kid who, I was 8-5 as a professional fighter, which isn't a super successful record. I'm not a guy who always had things handed to me. I come from a 2-parent household that is extremely loving. I come from a place that is extremely, I am blessed, but I also come from inner city Detroit. I also come from a place of having to figure it out once I turned 18. Like I said, I turned professional at 18. It wasn't like you are in the workforce. I immediately was like, grown into it.
Yeah.
Like, you grown now. Like, go figure it out kind of thing. And now I'm blessed enough to have amazing people around me. My entire family is here.
Beautiful.
Who's that guy with the tats on his biceps?
That's what you noticed first, right?
That's,
What's
so
good
that's
with
the
you?
head of my security, but he's just
Oh,
my
that's the head of your security.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is. Okay.
That's my cousin. But then I have amazing role models around me, like my mom-in-law. She's here. She is one of the most beautiful spirits I've ever been around, one of the strongest people I've ever been around, and just a testament of no matter what scenario, if you are meant to be somewhere, you're going to be there, and she's an amazing person. I'm not going to sit here and paint a picture of perfect. I still deal with depression. When I say seasonal, it can snap out of nowhere, and then I will randomly be in this space of extreme doubt. I'll be in a space of I don't deserve this. I'm not supposed to be here. I'll get in this space of this is all gonna get taken away from me in a heartbeat. Even though now I'm blessed enough to own my own house, I still have those thoughts of like somebody about to come take my house. And I won't notice it until it's retrospect, right? I won't notice it until I have a conversation and then I go and reflect on it, and I'm like, oh, okay, you in one of those.
You were dealing with it.
Yeah, you dealing with one of those spaces.
How does having kids affect that process? Do you feel like I don't even have time to deal with this, or did the kids help you?
I was about to say the opposite. I feel like I even got more time to deal with it now because now I can process it through conversations I'm having with them, and I can learn through them, and I can teach them at the same time. To me, having kids slows things down because I have to communicate. I have to go through these emotions. I have to speak through these emotions because my daughters are very introspective and they real intelligent. And my 5-year-old will come at me and she'll have full conversations. And she'll say, hey, Daddy, are you okay? How you feeling right now? Like, oh, you just asked me to do this, but you were a little loud. I don't like how loud you were. Why were you this loud? And I'll have to break those emotions down and have conversations with her. Because I feel like I was the same way as a kid. I was very inquisitive.
I'm laughing because our producer Torch, he has a 6-year-old and he's been blessed with so much. And I say, isn't it amazing? You're a grown man and you have all these blessings, but you have a 6-year-old boss, and now I'm finding out you got a 5-year-old boss.
I got a 5-year-old boss, a 3-year-old boss, and a 5-month-old.
Wow, man.
Yeah, I'm in the trenches.
Yeah, you in the trenches.
Yeah, for sure.
I like for you to. I appreciate you sharing.
Yes.
this, because to me, we have people on this show that we are interested in, we support, and that we like.
Thank you.
Right, and looking at your experiences, I know it's a lot of people in our community that are parents that are dealing with
For sure.
depression, that's probably dealt with suicidal thoughts, who have kids, and it's great for them to hear your story.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because they know through your story that their story is valid, and that there's a way. You know, there's a way to function. For you, the core of it all is through God,
Absolutely.
right? You know, and maybe everybody don't have those same beliefs,
For sure.
right? But for you, that's what works. That's what works for me. We got Jessica on the line right now.
You've helped me so much. I discovered you on Snap. I was sick and I was, feeling depressed. I was watching your videos, and you're so inspirational. The way that you are so kind and gracious to people, like, you've uplifted me in so many ways. Just seeing your face, like, your positive energy, I feel it through the screen. I'm getting tears in my eyes. Like, you literally make me happy when I see one of your videos pop up. I gotta watch it because you always have such good words, such good things to say. I love what you do. You're amazing. Like, I had to reach out when I heard. I'm listening to the radio. I listen to this every day. I heard you, and I'm just like, I'm so proud of you for your accomplishments. You deserve all of that, and thank you for doing what you do and for being who you are.
I appreciate you, Jess.
Wow.
You don't know how much that means to me.
Wow,
Yeah,
man.
from the bottom of my heart, you don't know how much that means.
And that's
Jess,
wholeheartedly,
man,
I mean that.
Wow, Jess.
That
Jess,
was
you,
amazing, man.
what are you doing May 16th, Jess? Jess, get a ticket. Come on out.
We gonna be there.
We're going to be Keith Lee's
I'm gonna
Family
try.
Day.
I'm gonna try. I'm trying to be part of the family. I'm trying to do it.
Let's make sure we get Jess a ticket.
You want to get her a ticket?
Absolutely.
If you could get out there, we can get you a ticket in.
For sure.
Lonnie Light will take your number.
For sure.
All right. Sounds
You down,
good.
Jess? All
I'm
right,
down.
Lonnie Light, I'm going to put her on hold. Okay, hold on. Don't worry. And if you come out there, we'll get you a ticket. You don't even have to worry about food. I'll treat you all day for food.
I love that.
Okay?
I
Thank you so
appreciate
much.
you, Jess.
We
Thank you so
going to
much.
make it easy on you, Jess. All
Yeah.
you got to do is get there, all right? You're a super citizen.
Sway in the
We're
morning.
going to go to Brooklyn. Our guy Phil from Brooklyn on the
BK
line. What
to
up,
the
Phil?
Phillip. What up, brother?
Peace and blessings, everyone. It's so good to hear you. I just got in the car, heard Brother Keith Lee. I said I got to call in and speak to the brother for a second.
What's up,
just
Phil?
to appreciate you, because every video I see where you visit a restaurant, I see that you actually see people. You know, you sit with them, you see them, you bless them at the end, and I just think that that's a gift. And so thank you for really shining a light on those restaurants that need your help, but just being present and seeing people. That's really a wonderful, wonderful gift that you have, and thank you for being obedient.
I appreciate you, Phil.
Wow, man.
Yes,
My man,
indeed.
Phil. See you
God
May
is amazing,
16th, Phil.
man.
Get a ticket or buy it for somebody. Phil, you got money.
Definitely.
Wow,
All right,
Sway.
Phil, you're a super.
I'm blessed. I ain't gonna lie. I'm blessed.
Well, hey, listen, you got Sirius XM, so
You
you
can
you
hear
paying
the
to hear
voice.
us, so yeah, you
Yeah.
got it, Phil. All right, man. You're a super citizen,
right.
brother.
Sway in the morning.
We got Morgan from Long Beach on the line. Morgan, welcome to the show.
Hey, Morgan.
Woo! Hi. First off, I'm going to start off by saying thank you, Sway and Heather B. I don't think that y'all realize that y'all use this platform to make sure that y'all do God's work. And if nobody else gives y'all that glory, and I'm giving y'all glory because people think that sometimes people as humans, we don't deserve that. But I'm telling you, I acknowledge the work that y'all are doing. Keith, thank you so much for getting on this platform to be able to tell us that we serve an amazing and awesome God, and when you follow your heart and you follow your spirit and you follow your purpose, every door will constantly be open. I don't think that y'all know I'm on my way right now to go advocate for myself. And listening to you, I'm down there in tears, and I just keep saying, God, thank you, because you have a funny way in letting us know that we are exactly where we need to be. And something that you just said that I would never forget is that you don't go through things, but you grow through things. And I think that right there, if everybody had that mindset, I think that everybody can live in a purpose happily. And I think that sometimes we go through things and we think that life is beating us up, but it's not beating us up. It's giving us character. It's allowing us to make sure that we push through. It's giving us, it's a specific word that I'm looking for, but I can't even find it. But again, I just want to tell you guys, thank you. Heather, I want to tell you, you just don't know how much you have helped me. When I want to say 2020, you let me get on your own show, and you got on there and you said I have a back to school drive that I do every year. And when I tell you, you sent over 500 backpacks to me that one specific year. Sway, when I was in a senior in college,
thank you, sis.
Thank you. Right, when I was a senior in college, I sat there and I remember me telling y'all, I said, I don't know, sometimes it's hard trying to fall into your purpose and you don't really know. And the people that you had on that radio let me know that the light that you have can never be dimmed. And what's meant for you will always find you. And I just want to tell you guys, thank you so much. I know I talk too much, but again, my name is Morgan White Keith. Thank you. Heather B, thank you. Everybody in that studio, thank you, because God is using y'all.
My God.
We have a church this morning.
We have a church. Yo, Morgan,
Church.
we love you and
love
keep
you,
calling.
sis.
We need to hear your voice, and we're proud of you. You're a super citizen.
Yes, you are, sis.
All
Sway
right.
in the morning. God bless you.
God bless you. We're going to come back with Keith Lee. May 16th is the big day at the Uno Lakefront Festival grounds in New Orleans.
Yes, sir.
Keith Lee's Family Day. Go to familyday.com, FAMILEEDAY.com. We're coming back. We'll take your calls, 888-742-3345. Keith Lee is here, Heather.
Man,
My
I
new little
absolutely
brother
love
right
it.
here, man.
Nephew.
In the building.
Yeah, okay, nephew. Want me to make a
Nephew, brother. How many? You got a lot of brothers. You got a lot. Nephew, that's special.
I like him to be my
I
little
ain't
brother.
even 30 yet, so I can be both nephew, brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
How
want
old
him
are
to be
you?
your brother.
I'm 29. I just turned 29.
Oh, yeah, you're 2 years older than my daughter.
Nephew.
Nephew.
Exactly.
How long you? What made you go? What made you grow your locks? What's the story? The origin story behind your locks?
So I was freeforming for a while, and growing up, I had a very strict dad, and he was very clean cut. He believed in how you are viewed is how people respect you and how people see you. And I was born in '96, so back in the early 2000s, it immediately was low haircut. So it was like I always had waves or low Caesar or low taper. When I finally got old enough to be able to have my own decisions with my hair, I was like, I'm never cutting it again. So I did freeform for maybe like a year and a half. And then one day I start seeing my corners come a little lighter. And I was like, okay, this is the time. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right now. And I really believe hair holds energy. And I believe it holds what you I think it's just a representation of growth, and to be blessed enough to grow it to where it's damn near at my stomach now. I'm forever thankful, man. This is one of those things where I really hold a lot of pride into, and you the first person to ever bring it up, which is super dope. Me and my wife locked up at the same time.
Oh, y'all did?
wow.
Yeah, we locked up at the same time.
How long it's been now?
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah. So it's just a representation of love, man.
Well, I had mine 17 when I was a younger Swiggity.
Oh, you didn't change your name. Swiggity too.
I was a younger Swiggity.
How long did it end up getting? Did you ever trim it?
Oh my gosh, I never trimmed them. Past my ass.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
Sway had inches.
Past my ass.
That
That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy.
Them is gold.
Yeah, let them go. But mine were rooted in spirituality and culture.
Same.
My auntie Celia was a devout Rasta, and she encouraged me. And to your point, I knew hair carried a lot of energy.
Absolutely.
It holds a lot of energy, and it detects a lot of energy. They're like whiskers on a catfish,
yes,
or tentacles on a octopus.
I agree.
And every portion of your hair, every millimeter of your hair represents a different time in your life.
Absolutely.
And so I realized when I had them for 17, I would look at some of the locks. You could tell at the length it was at 8 years when I might have been stressing on something. The lock was a little thinner.
Yeah. Start
right?
separating. Yeah,
Start
you can feel
separating,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Do you go through that?
1,000%. Yeah.
Really?
Because you can feel each part of your hair has a different time frame in it and a different timeline. Like you said, when you was going through certain things, I can feel how my hair reacts to how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
If I'm in a depressed mode or depressed state, I can feel it being real dry and real tense. When I'm feeling real well, it's nice and bouncy and you get that vibrant. It retains moisture. Like I said, being able to see my wife locked up with us, I really want my kids to lock up, but I always told them and always said to my wife, when they come to us and they decide to make that decision, then we'll make that decision. I don't want to make that decision for them because it's something that can take you a lifetime.
Yeah.
And it's something that could really take you on your own journey. And I want them to be able to enjoy and experience their own journey on their own time.
Our people, our hair, our stories are so unique. It should
Absolutely.
be celebrated. You know, you got civil regulations against people with hair like us. Why is that? What are you blocking? Why is this hair so dangerous to you? What are you scared of?
Absolutely.
That Keith Lee has locks.
Absolutely.
Right? Think about that.
Like I said, my dad used to say it a lot. I understand it was taught, and it's not. He's a lot accepting now, but back then he legit would be like, "You cutting your hair." The second I see it grow too high, I don't want people to assume that you were a certain type of way, or I don't want people to assume that you are with different values. Even though I was bad as a kid, so me having short hair didn't make a difference. So it didn't make a difference. I think now that I'm blessed enough to have the power to in my own hair and my own decisions, that not only does it carry a lot, but like you said, it's representation for other people who look like me. And I think it's super important to be in these spaces and not look like a stereotypical clean cut, because I am a guy with locks. I am a guy with tattoos all over my hands. I got tattoos all on my chest, on my arms. My wife has tattoos everywhere. And it goes against the stereotypical norm, and it shows people and kids that look like me that you can do whatever you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. And no matter what you look like on the outside, it's what's on the inside, and it's your character, and it's how you move and maneuver through life, and the principles that you stand on.
Keith Lee is here, man. Get your tickets. FamilyDay.com. Go on the site now. FamileEeday. You can see Toby and Wigway, who got his beginnings on this show.
My dog.
Manny Fresh.
That's one of my favorite moments on this show.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man.
When he freestyled with Fat Up Here.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh,
Yeah,
bro.
we love
To
that.
this day, I get goosebumps when I watch it.
Same.
Andra Day, Manny Fresh, Lareezy, Kirk Franklin. They'll all be there May 16th, Tracy. Maybe if you want to come with Heather and me, let me know.
I would love that.
Wallen's gonna be lit.
Listen,
Please,
honey,
Tracy.
it's such a joy to see you in the studio, Keith. It really, really is.
Thank
You were
you.
one of the swiftest follows that I made when I first got on TikTok years ago.
Thank you.
And I think your power is all on your sincerity. You know, that has made you one of the most influential tastemakers in the country, no pun. And it's so interesting, like the contrast, because like Sway was sharing, like you always share about your social anxiety. You have a spirit that makes us want to socialize with you. So I'm just like, God is such a comedian in that way. But I want to touch on the shift from content creator to businessman, because that's exactly where you are at right now.
Absolutely.
Please share with us maybe like the checklist, the questions you and your wife discuss before saying yes to a certain partnership, because I know the level that you're at, the money is getting louder. And for a lot of folks, you spoke about coming from the inner city of Detroit, money can be a distraction, and you're just like, I gotta have it. But it can be a path to misalignment. So what are some of those questions so that your integrity is present while the money is as well?
My number one is family. So my family has to be included in everything that I do.
Okay.
I don't do anything that separates me from the group, because it's not just Keith Lee. It's the family. Because without them, I don't exist. In moments of depression, moments of uncertainty, I go to them for any kind of charging socially or doing anything business-wise, having conversations. My wife, my sister, my mom-in-law, my mom, my dad, my brothers, and my cousins, those are who I go to. So without them, again, I don't exist. So I immediately keep them on the forefront when I do any business deal. Not only from that perspective, they're just so talented, and I think it's super important to have the talents that are around me be shown, because that's what we do within the community and what we do within restaurants. And not only from a family perspective, my number one thing that I focus on is a community that I've been blessed enough to build. I don't take it lightly with any brand deal or any partnership, the amount of people who are willing to go support anything that we do. So if we go do something, let's say we go deal with a restaurant, right? People will jump on a plane and go try whatever it is that, like even the family day, within the first day, we sold out pre-sale in 2 minutes. The VIP chef's table sold out in 10 hours. and 90% of our tickets sold out in less than 72 hours. And that's in New Orleans. New Orleans is a very hard place to sell tickets at because they have so many festivals for free. You got Mardi Gras where you can literally just go to a parade and you don't have to pay a single thing. So to sell tickets in an environment like that is damn near unprecedented for a first-time festival. I don't take that lightly. So I make sure that whatever I genuinely do or genuinely love has to resonate within whatever it is that I'm doing. So I'll give you a quick story. When we first started, I wasn't making no money, Sway.
Okay. Yeah. I was
I wasn't making no money.
Up in the sky, I was like,
I think I was making. I wasn't making nothing.
No, I wasn't making money. And a company reached out, and I told this story before. A company reached out, and they offered me $1 million, and it was a company where I didn't eat the product at the time, and it was like, I want you to eat this, and I want you to say it's a 10 out of 10. I easily could have took that $1 million. To your point, I easily could have been like, absolutely.
They offered you $1 million?
Absolutely. I could have easily been like, oh yeah, ain't nobody gonna know I don't like it for real.
Right.
But in that moment, again, I thought about my family, and if I had something at this company, will my kids come and try and eat it, or my kids bring it to the house and we don't eat stuff like that, right? If I tell them like, hey, no, daddy don't like that, and my 5-year-old like, why you want a commercial? Why are you eating it? Why did you say you like it? I would have to explain that to her. So that not only is an integrity perspective, but an honesty perspective. And the fact that other people will go out and try it knowing that it's not something I'm proud of, I couldn't do it. So I walked away from it, and it's something that I've never regretted, and I don't think I've ever regretted to this day. And now this is a company that I'm actually in talks with, working with, but in the community, and doing things from a community standpoint, and doing things from a perspective of touching the youth, touching the kids, touching the people that are around us, doing things that are and that's the intangible, touching the overall perspective of what makes sense in the community, and not just doing it from a perspective of, oh, I'm Keith and I like this certain meal.
Great question, Tracy. Keith Lee, man, I love that, man. Integrity, moral compass. He don't bend. My nephew James, you want to ask Keith a question?
What's up, James?
Got a quick question. Let's throw the mic in front of James. Go
Hey,
ahead.
James.
He is so adorable, man.
Yeah.
James is 8 years old. Go ahead, James. What you got for him? You know he does a lot with food and
I
stuff.
love that. Yeah.
Anything?
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food is probably steak. I love steak and vegetables. Do you eat vegetables?
Yes.
Yeah. I can tell you strong and healthy. You got to eat your vegetables, man. I love your hair, by the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's a great question. Give
It
it
Yeah,
up
was.
for James.
That was
Yeah,
a great
great
question.
question.
We didn't ask.
We didn't ask him that. I forgot to ask him that. Thank you, James. You
That's hilarious.
just made our show valid. He legitimized our whole interview right there with that question.
Looking at him makes me not be able to wait till my son get his age.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I got 2 girls and they 5 and 3, but I haven't been able to see what I look like in son
Right.
form.
Yeah.
That just made me excited.
Hopefully,
man, James.
and he's sharp.
Yeah, he's
Man,
sharp.
Keith Lee, I hope this is the first of a series
For
of
real.
conversations
Thank
with
you.
us.
Please,
For
yes,
real.
man.
And then
Absolutely, I will.
I don't know what happened when you visited Oakland. I just read a lot of headlines. I think you
Shout
got
out to Oakland, man.
Talk about that. What
Yeah.
I heard you got sick, or
Yeah,
yeah.
When we went, this is a thing that I feel like I have to stress, is that my number one objective in all of this is community. If I have any objective, that's what it is. It's to highlight small businesses, and it's to highlight people who are underdogs and don't have the platform. And we don't charge because I don't think it's something that I'm doing genuinely. I just think I'm a vessel of whatever I'm called to do. And in Oakland, I thought it was more pressing issues at the time that were more valuable than me eating anything at that moment.
Yeah.
And I thought the highlight should have been on those issues and those pressing moments. And the people that we were talking to in the conversation that we were having, it stressed to me how important and how tight-knit of a community Oakland is.
Yeah, beautiful place.
And the Bay in general. It's a beautiful place. It's a place of beautiful people. And I said this from jump, that I loved every interaction with every person that I had there. And I value those interactions way more than I valued some views on TikTok or I valued some views on any platform. Yes, I could have continued to go eat at a bunch of places, but I thought it was way more important to say, hey, I'm hearing from everybody and I'm talking to that there's issues going on that need to be addressed. And to me, I didn't want the highlight to be on, oh, he liked this place, he liked that. Let's go deal with these issues, and then afterwards we can come back and we can actually make something shake, and then we can go enjoy the Bay, because I think the Bay is a beautiful place that should be enjoyed.
Absolutely.
And I think it's a place that should be highlighted, and that's why I love Speed. Shout out to Speed. He went and highlighted the culture and highlighted the people and highlighted the inner community that should have been highlighted. And I will take accountability that I could have done a better job at that. And I will give the Bay a second chance because I do love the Bay from the bottom of my heart.
Man, I love that you said that, man. I'm from Oakland. I'm Oakland.
Sure.
I was born in the Oakland Hospital and graduated from Oakland High. So I'm so Oakland. I got an O on my chest. On my chest. And it's the Bay is no other place on the planet like the Bay.
I agree.
It's the most
They
unique.
cousins to Detroit.
To
Yeah,
Detroit.
cousins to Detroit.
Yeah.
And this is my friend Andretta. She's a
Nice to meet you,
PhD. What are your titles, Andretta? What?
Andretta, can't nobody hear you from back.
Hi, everybody. I'm a professor. I teach Black Studies. My university is based in the Bay.
I love that.
Cal State East Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to all the East Bay students, Oakland, Hayward, Fremont, Berkeley, all of our folks. And we would love to have you back.
I would love to.
She grew up in a place called the Acorns, and if you're from
Acorn
Oakland,
Projects.
she's a hero story in herself, where she was able to graduate from Stanford University, and now she's doing amazing things in education. But the Acorns is a very challenging environment, but it had a lot of beautiful assets at the same time. Like, I grew up in East Oakland, and it's the same thing. And I was hoping that, man, maybe there's a place called the Puerto Rican Street Cuisine on 23rd Ave, where I grew up, right? If you come back, let me take you to a meal.
Understood.
Okay?
Say that.
All right?
Shout out to LaRussell. LaRussell is somebody that I've been in contact with and somebody that I had talked to. I was even talking to him when we was there. We had a little conversation off camera where we were saying we don't record everything.
Yeah.
And everything isn't for everybody to hear. And I could have easily said I've tapped into the culture so much when it comes to the Bay and talked to a lot of people and had real conversations. But I would rather just take the flack and take the criticism, because I understand that it was a time and opportunity that I could have went to a lot more spots, and it was a time and opportunity that I could have highlighted the positive at the time. I just felt it on my spirit and on my heart that if in that moment I didn't feel like I was the messenger for that, I let it go and I walked away from it. I think there is a time and a place that I could go back, but I don't force things.
Yeah.
If I don't feel like is that moment or that time for me to do it, and somebody else is better equipped at the time, I'm okay with throwing my hat in the ring and walking away, because I value every single thing that comes to us, and I value every person that's even listening to this, and I don't take that lightly.
We appreciate you, Keith Lee. I'm
appreciate
glad you said these things,
Absolutely.
and that's why I said if you decide to come back, let me know.
For sure.
I got a few places I want to take you.
For sure.
All right.
And I know Oakland has amazing food. I don't think that is an understatement. The Bay has amazing food.
Absolutely,
For sure.
man. But man, thank you, man. This guy is all right with me, man. My
Likewise,
nephew,
man.
Keith Lee.
Likewise. My dog.
Anything you want to say in closing, brother?
I will see y'all in New Orleans. Again, this is a traveling inaugural thing. This is something to not only highlight businesses, but this is to highlight community. This is highlight family. This is to bring the Black family together and allow us to have a space where we can have fun. We can listen to music. We can eat food together. And I will see y'all there. And next year it will be in a different place, but the mission is the exact same. And the heart and the love and what we pour into it is the exact same. And I'm honored that y'all are willing to take time to do anything that is involving us. And I will see y'all there. FamilyDay.com.
Okay, man. Keith Lee is here. We had Anderson Silver here. We've had John Jones here.
Shout out to
We've had Mighty Mouse here. We've had a lot of mixed martial artists here today. Who's your top 5?
Ooh, top 5 all time.
Yeah.
John Jones, of course.
Number 1?
In no order.
Okay.
Okay, John Jones, Israel Adesanya.
Ooh. Oh, wait. That's my guy.
That's
man. I've
my
never
dog.
met him, but
That's my dog. I haven't met him either, but that's my dog.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
he's your dog too?
That's my dog. I ain't met him either, but that's my
Yo,
dog.
I love that brilliant young man. Okay, who else?
Even though it's early, I can see him really being the GOAT. Ilya Taporia.
Okay. It's my man who beat Connor. They had the
Dustin Poirier.
Not Dustin.
No, not Dustin.
The one who retired.
Oh, Nate Diaz.
Not Nate. But I love the Diaz brothers. The big Connor came out of retirement.
Oh, Khabib.
Khabib.
Yeah, Khabib could be in my top 5 for sure.
Okay. All right.
And then I gotta put my brother, Kevin Lee.
Kevin Lee's your brother,
I
man.
gotta put my brother.
What up, Kevin Lee?
Yeah, for sure.
Come on up to the show, man.
For sure.
All right. Yo, man, I appreciate you,
Appreciate
Keith. This
you.
is the first of many. Ronnie, your whole family. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for being here. I met your security guy before, years ago. That's your brother right there.
No, that's me.
No, that's
that's you?
He's a scary guy.
Don't
Don't mess with our man here.
That's when I was free for man.
Didn't they call you Killer or something like that?
Yeah, Killer was my nickname.
What was your nickname Killer for?
Yeah, I'm a killer, man.
Look at those knees. That's scary stuff.
Get
That
business
hurts.
done.
Oh, man.
Yeah, all of my losses were split decisions. I've only lost one fight by stoppage. And every fight that I fought, I was young. I turned professional. I was 18. I was fighting guys who had families and kids. And being the brother of Kevin Lee, who was a UFC fighter who ended up fighting for the interim lightweight belt, is a blessing and a curse because he fought guys like Charles Oliveira. He fought guys like Tony Ferguson. He fought guys like RDA. The crop, and it was at the time where lightweight was the biggest and baddest division. He was in talks to fight Khabib before Khabib retired. So it's a blessing and a curse because I was Kevin Lee's little brother. So immediately when I came in, it was like, oh, he can already go swim in the deep end. So even that guy that I'm fighting there, his name is Sean Bunch. Shout out to Sean Bunch. He was an Olympic alternate, and he was 36, I believe, and he had a full family at home to feed. I was 23 in that video, or 24, and I think it's a blessing to be able to do it, but at the time, I was a kid, man. Fighting grown man.
Yo, man, look at this guy, 36. Wow.
Yeah, he was grown.
All right, man. This is all interesting to me. I've been growing up watching this stuff. And shout out to the Diaz brothers, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man, they cool as heck. I've met them both. Man, Nate greeted me like we known each other for years, man. And I was like, yo, what up, Nate? But
I feel like with combat sports, you learn that none of it matters. You learn that you are just a tool in this game because you have no control over what's gonna happen. You can train for 6 months. You can train with the best trainers, the best dietitians, sleep right. You can go in there and get knocked out in 5 seconds. So none of that matters. None of that matters. It's literally all about just showing up and doing what you feel like you're supposed to do. Because you can train and prepare it, but whatever life has for you is what life has for you.
Keith Lee, y'all. Man,
It's
make
an
sure
honor to be
y'all,
here.
man, it's an honor to have you. And we'll see you May 16th. Heather, we said it. Therefore, it shall be done.
See y'all there.
All right, Tracy, you want to say peace? Let them know how they can reach
I'll see you there, Tracy.
All right.
Yes, love you, Keith. Thank you so much for joining us,
love is
bro.
mutual,
Keep
man.
soaring. It's a pleasure to support you.
All right. We're going to conclude the show. Hey, James, our guest correspondent, thank you for coming today, man.
Thank you, James.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely.
Adorable. He's
gonna,
perfect.
You're going to come back again and help us with another interview in the near future, right?
Yep.
Okay. He got his own YouTube channel. You want to do that or keep that secret? What's your YouTube channel?
It's called J5 Thrive.
J5 Thrive.
That's fire.
J5 Thrive. Go follow James at J5 Thrive on YouTube.